Hi team, today I'm going to walk you through the new hire agent. This was an agent that was built on the agent editor, and here you can see the blueprint for the steps that the agent is taking. A range of sources such as Pave, Ashby, and DocuSign were used throughout this agent. Pave was used to get the compensation data. This was then connected up into a knowledge graph as context. This knowledge graph was then fed into the compensation agent, which is then used throughout the workflow. This is assessing a new hire, so the candidate notes from the interview of the new hire were also pulled from a system like Ashby. This could also be something else like Workday. Then we run a couple prompts to go in and summarize the interview, and we also have a no-code agent generating a personalized email to the candidate from May. Finally, to inform various team members, we send a Slack message to inform the hiring manager that the DocuSign contract is ready, and we also send a congratulatory email to the candidate. Let's go and see how this flow actually looks. So if we go to the UI of this new hire agent, we can select the candidate for review and enter in an email. I'm going to be using mine. So this new hire agent is running. The steps it's taking can be seen at the top. Immediately, information from Ashby is pulled in and is summarized here on the left-hand side. Then the compensation agent starts. What it's doing, it's connected up to a knowledge graph, and it explains that the compensation philosophy is to pay at just or above the 50th percentile. It's suggesting that the base compensation for an L4 hardware engineer is £103,000. What I'm going to do is going to say, great, this is approved, but let's make it 100K. This now goes back to the agent as updated context, and the agent then continues with the rest of the flow. So we're going to go and draft a DocuSign, which we will look at shortly. We will then pull up a draft email and inform the hiring manager via Slack. If you remember from the blueprint, the email was actually shown as a no-code agent. So I want to give you a quick example of what that looks like in a second. The steps have been completed. So let's go into our DocuSign under drafts. Let's go and refresh. And here we can see that the DocuSign offer got generated at this timestamp of 3:26 p.m. If we go into it, we can see that the contract is ready for review. Let's go up and open this. If we zoom in, we can actually see the compensation of £100,000 was reflected in the contract. I mentioned Slack was used. Here you have a Slack message informing that the DocuSign is ready, as well as a draft email has been created in your inbox. If I go into the email, you can see this is here. This actually is sent on behalf of May and is entirely customizable through our no-code agent. It's taken in the context of the interview notes, which is why the connection to Ashby was critical. If we go into AI Studio as the last example, I want to quickly pull up the no-code application that is powering this. We go into AI Studio, and what we're doing is we're going to see the no-code agent that is actually running on the back end of the system. So over here we have it, and then we have the new hire agent. So this is the prompt used to generate the email that was just shown in Gmail. This allows us to separate the business logic from the technical engineering logic where needed. I hope this is helpful. Thank you very much for watching.